I'm Srikanth Rao. My pronouns are he and him. I'm wearing a black t-shirt and blue jeans. I'm a director of product management at Publici Sapient. My family consists of my wife Pavana and my two adorable twins Arjun and Aditya. They were born in 2015 and until the time they were at Montessori, everything was going well. Then when they joined nursery, within a month, we got a call from the school saying that there were concerns with respect to the boys' development milestones. Now this hit me and my wife like a ton of bricks. We were left wondering, why us? Everything was so perfect. We had plans, but it all came crashing down. We went, talked to the school, and based on their recommendations, had conversations with a development pediatrician where they confirmed the diagnosis as autism spectrum disorder. For those who are not aware, autism spectrum disorder or ASD is a very broad range and it covers various development issues from speech, sensorial, etc. The school was very understanding, so we would take them to school in the morning, sometimes have breakfast in the car because Mumbai being Mumbai, things move in a fast pace. After school, we would then take them to the therapy center. While on the way to the therapy center, we would be feeding them lunch. Because the distances were huge, it was not possible to get the boys home, change their clothes, give them, lunch and then take them out. We had to make the best out of the situation. So in the mornings, I would drop them off to school and then go to work. The second half, my wife would take over. So it did put a lot of pressure, trying to balance, the issues at home with my boys as well as work challenges. I did have to travel as well. And sometimes it always hurt me that I could not, help my wife during those periods of time. But anyway, we continued to cope and then moved to Bangalore. There, when I was in a different company, there was flexible work, so I really did not, face much issues. There were days when I would take my laptop and dongle and actually, work from the therapy center. And on other days, my wife would, take the boys. Because what we felt it was too much for one person to be doing this, and therefore, we had to divide and conquer. I joined Publici Sapient a couple of years ago. It was just around the time of pandemic, and pandemic aside, I felt the organization was very supportive in terms of, flexibility, working from home, which allowed me to help, with the daily needs of my children, help establish a routine for them. My colleagues at the project were very understanding. I was able to log off from my calls around 6, so that I was the one who was able to take them to bed, because they're used to that routine. And if the routine is not followed, it can just put a spanner in the wheels and throw the entire next day off. I've also discussed the situation that I have with my children, with the rest of my project mates. They are very understanding. Even my boss told me, tell me what I can do to make your life easy. All of this made me feel very welcome. It gave me that extra sense of comfort that there are people in this company who understand where you're coming from and are empathetic to the issues that I'm facing. Today, I feel extremely supported and most importantly, not judged. This has allowed me to balance my personal and professional commitments and bring the best to work. And I'm eternally grateful to all my colleagues.